Peace, everyone. I am Alan of Karmic. Today, I am sharing. Hold up. Okay. Today, I am sharing the first of this zone, the T-shirt and no panties zone. Now, hold on. Before I go into how I came about this video, I'm going to start over peacefully. Halito, Rahubet, Islam, Assalamu alaikum, Ola, Udama Akeyor, Ashukwu Noir, peace to everyone. And I am appreciating everyone who is here. I thank you, speak gratitude, appreciate you. If you're new to Karmic Dynasty, welcome to Karmic Dynasty. If you're following me, you already know I am on a hiatus. I'm not even like here right now, but I'm here right now. So welcome. I am going to share how I got to this T-shirt and no panties zone. I do have a T-shirt here. I may put it on later. I'm not sure. We're going to see how it rolls because Karmic Dynasty is an unscripted platform. Unscripted. So we'll see. I might put this T-shirt on later. You know what I mean? I got the panties right here. We might roll with them too. Now, before I get to that, let me share another banner and a comment because this is going to be, if I needed to put it up here, the No Children's Zone today. I appreciate you all. Really. I've been getting ready for like a minute. Like, wow. All right, y'all. Peace. Now, peace to Kai Creatress. She speaks hi to all of y'all and or peace from her YouTube channel. Peace to Michael Phoenix from his YouTube channel. I appreciate you being here. And actually, I am streaming to YouTube and Twitter only today, and the Twitter comments don't come through. So everyone here today is on YouTube, and I appreciate you all making the journey. I had to remove myself from Facebook. That's another story. Go in the in my YouTube channel in the videos and check out You've Got Mail. Check that out. All right, I'm gonna get comfortable. Do my best. Oh my goodness. All right, this is how I came to this video. Now, I'm gonna give y'all a few for right now. Peace, Quantea, peace. Quantea, she speaks peace to everyone. Quantea, peace, Quantea. Peace, Quantea. All right. Quantier, she's here from YouTube too as well. Peace and love to all. She's speaking peace and love. I appreciate everyone's energy. I appreciate those of you who are commenting. I appreciate those of you who shared the video out for me as I requested. And even if I didn't get a chance to request it, you're here. That'd be great. My moderators are not in here yet. I have one moderator. She's strict and stern on y'all sharing and stuff, but I've not seen her speak that piece lately. I'm going to speak it for her. She ain't in here right now. Now, where was I at? Peace to John's son from YouTube. Halito, joy and fam, peace. Halito to you. Halito, peace. Woo, y'all rolling with me? I appreciate y'all rolling with me because just the title alone, it popped up in my head during this moment. And then I've gotten crazy feedback. Now, I must say, y'all gonna see some things tonight that y'all have not seen on Karmic Dynasty before. It usually takes me a minute to start heating up. I've been hot for a little bit now. I've been hot since I posted the broadcast. Back to how I got to this. Now, I was in the presence of someone Yahki Awakened channel. They watched the Yahki Awakened channel. I was in their presence because y'all know I just be passing through sometimes. So I was in this person's presence. They was watching Yahki Awakened. Now, Yahki Awakened, his video that I'm going to share segments of, is in the description today. So go check out that full video in its entirety. get your own knowledge, information, outlook, insight, put your input, however you manage that. I'm just going to share your bits and pieces. And I'm not even the expert. Besides that, I'm also going to share a personal journey at some point in a video with you all. I plan to share. And let's see. So this person was watching the Yahki Awakened video. And if you're looking in the description, you already see is mentioned talking about herpes. And I was hearing some stuff that I'm not familiar with herpes. I was ignorant at the time. I had a lot of stereotypes that the system built up on me. Now, I don't know what the system did to you and your mind and knowledge of herpes, but I'm sharing some things. If you've seen that video, you already know what you about to see. I'm, of course, about to discuss it from another perspective. For one, because I am Joy Allen, Karmic Dynasty, a full woman. You know, that was the man's perspective. He had there were women in the room, you know, but this is my presentation. And I have a lot to say. Not in no negative manner towards the brother at all. This is a jewel. It's an honor to be able to share this information here this evening. Now, if you see, so anyway, the person was watching the video and I was picking up words and phrases and knowledge. I was like, what? Herpes, what? Herpes did what? You get herpes how? You can get rid of herpes how? And I'm just like, well, now, okay, this is what I was going to say. So in the description is there. If you look, this video was a year ago. As some of you know, I have like stuff I need to share. But I have so much shared content. People come to the platform, want to share. I'm like, yeah, we could share. So I got my own content to share, y'all know, and this is one of them. And this is a recent one, so I have further back stuff to share. Anyway, this was a year ago, but I had to get some time for me and just wait and see how to approach this, because it's a touchy subject. There is some content in here. You're going to see some pictures, some images, and things. This is the No Children Zone. Parental advisory. Explicit content is the warning. Gratitude. So what happened was, in me, if you don't know, I'm going to tell you, I am one who is about that life that I speak. I couldn't come up here quite yet because I wasn't quite ready to even know what I was talking about. I still don't fully know, but I know enough to know to share my journey, to share with y'all was the what. Now, in the regards of prevention of herpes, while I was listening to his video, I was like these colors, I'm like, whoa. So that means I need on all white all the time. So that means these things close to my vagina with the colors, and right like in here, it been here in the crotch. And sometimes we get those wedgies, ladies. Now, there are some people who is not a lady and a woman who wears these down. I ain't talking to y'all. I'm talking to the ladies right now. Gratitude. Now, I just can't imagine the colors running off up into my crotch. So I was like, hell no. No more panties. No panties. T-shirt. Now, this was before, and I had that song in my mind. Y'all know the song, T-shirt and no panties on. I ain't about to sing for y'all today. I was like, this it. This is before I start rapping myself. So I'm bringing y'all that ideal me back then, current, speeded up, current day me. This is what we doing. Ladies, I suggest we all get rid of the panties. Y'all know what y'all doing also at this point. Before we get into his presentation, I'm just telling y'all right now how I feel while I drop my panties. However that sounded just right there. Okay. I pitched them. No panties for over a year. It's a tragedy. It's a setup. We speak about the system setting up and how they create diseases, create crap to harm us. These little frilly things with the lace that turn the men on. I'm gonna discuss the men because it's never fine a piece of fabric. We've had that talk in the horny bored and broke video I did. It's been my intent to cover my ass like my mama raised me to. Put your undergarments on, put your bra on. Then we're gonna discuss bras too. Now, the fellas is probably like, oh, I walk into the ladies' room. No, we're gonna talk about y'all too. We're gonna talk about you too. But you know these brand names, ain't they cute? Y'all know what cute mean, right? Brand names. They winning and you losing. Your vagina's losing. When you have intercourse with a man, he losing. Men, y'all are losing. Got dyes in the crotch. They want to get into it. I just like you fellas to know. I'm talking to you too. Because there is a woman, if you ain't with her, you be with her one day. She needs to know the harm of these things. Because y'all sharing them body fluids. I ain't even about to get into that whole thing neither tonight. I've discussed that. We moving forward. Now, and yeah, I got them up on the door with my mask and my fan. I thought it might get a little hot, but I didn't need any space. I just threw all that stuff on the door. Welcome to the t-shirt and no panties zone. Welcome. Welcome. All right, now. And at the same time, women's health and some other things going on. And Michael Phoenix, yeah, peace in here. Peace, bright. Let me cool down. Peace to the tribe. Peace to my emperor, Abdiel Ben Levi L. He's speaking from YouTube. He's my sharer. He's not an admin. He's a sharer. All right, then we have tell him. See, this man know. I'm glad he knows. He's an example of I need the fellas to know. I need my brothers to know. So it might seem like a women's health class around here. I'm definitely encouraging the women to hit the t-shirt and no panties zone. Real quick, hit it. Y'all know what I be doing my events and my lectures, my broadcast tour. I'm out. I was at an event yesterday. Twin Hiller, Quantea, and Quantiera, Twin Hiller. I'm gonna tell y'all for example. I didn't do it yesterday because I didn't see what I'm about to say. But I'm just saying, this is my notice. If I am out, sisters, and for some reason, you know how the men sag, but sometimes them is the what y'all call them? Thongs. You see, that's the thongs back there on the door. The thongs. And the Quantea tell y'all, I bought these mugs just for today's show. I'm not wearing these. These ain't mine. At they booth yesterday, they event, I got them from the booth next to them. You know what I mean? Don't play with me around, do it. Now, sisters, if I see you out, and for some reason, the thong that show up on the small of your back above your, I'm going to snap it. Like how we used to snap them bra straps. They used to get us snap our bra straps. I'm going to pull the top of your thong. I'm going to snap it. And we're going to have a conversation. You know what I mean? If we got to go to the ladies' room, don't make me sing another song to y'all. There's a meeting in the ladies' room. And we will have a discussion real quick about how you even need to know this. And then you still walk around with the panties on. I will come get you. Abdiel, tell him. The hell? I got these fabrics from that shop yesterday too. The shop next to the Twin Healer playing with me. Now, I need to know. Yes, the thong is gonna snap your thong, sisters. Don't make me, because I will. Now I need to know if any of the ladies got an issue with not wearing panties. I wait. This to no children's zone. You got a problem and you want to keep wearing these, and I see them, I'm snapping it, mugs. I'm snapping them. Don't get embarrassed, because I will stand my ground and snap that damn. I will. Don't try me. Try me. Anyway, speaking on women's health and knowing what I heard from this video that I'm going to be sharing clips of, I was like, wow. What can I wear? What can I do? What can I eat? What the hell would I gotta do? Because herpes is an issue. Red flag. Yes, I'm about healing our people. And today, like y'all know me, I come up here. I'll share it. You got a question for me? Put in the comment section. I'll answer it. As I tell people, you might not want to hear the answer, but I got an answer for you. Now, I don't have no problem putting myself in a hot seat at all. I did it on a courtship video. That was my first demonstration. I will get up here for the people and be the one that a motherfucker won't talk about, that a motherfucker don't want to be about. There is this place in my knowledge of the world where people will swear we are the mother. We are the creators. How you gonna be a mother and you cannot stand before your children and be an example? It's some mothers in the comment section. They stand in front of their children. Sometimes they don't even know they are an example. They don't realize what their children are picking up. As a mother of civilization, I am all who've come before me, and I am all those that come after me. I am, and I will always be. I always am. Now, speaking on women's health and I'm going to have to share, it's so much. No, my bad, hold on. Grand evening, Royal Matriarch. Cherie Reed L, hashtag unoccupied Turtle Island. YouTube, her too. Gratitude, appreciate you being here. Now, Karmic Dynasty is unscripted. I'm coming up here. Y'all help me sort this out. Y'all roll with me. I got a lot to share. Stuff's crossing my mind. I'm writing stuff down as it comes because I got to get to it. This came to me, but I ain't getting to it now. So this what happened. A year ago, I watched this video. Up till today, the two worlds is coming together. And I'm trying to share all that with you now. I've done a lot of things in a year's time. I stopped wearing panties for one. I've been working on not wearing denim. Now that's a struggle for me. I ain't gonna say that. I've worn denim. Denim and t-shirts have been like my best friend all my life. I was a tomboy coming up. I still got some of them attributes. I know you see them a little what they call mannish. Forget about it. Anyway, I've been a caretaker for some of the elders. I've been conscious of the women more. And I'm like, how did they get here? How did they get this health condition? I don't even know the full extent of their health condition. I just know that I'm just like, how? How could this have been prevented? How can we do better? Also, I look at my altars. I see the women on my altars. My great grandmother, my grandmothers, my mama. In the video clips I'm going to share, he discusses cancer. Stage 4 cancer. My mama, cancer. That's what they called it. I'm like, how do we do better? The voice of them and all them before and those that will come after. I need my grandbabies to know about this. Children, I sent their mama the clip, the link to today's video. I said, share this out. So my children and my grandchildren, and actually my children, my daughters, they significant others probably sitting right there watching with them. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, disclaimer. Child, daughter of mine, if your significant other sitting with you watching this video, I'm gonna give you a heads up before I do it, but you might want to have him leave the room. That's all I'm gonna say. But I'm just gonna say, out of respect of current time live broadcast, you won't probably have it. But for real, on the real talk, mother of civilization, we feed. Here, Emperor talking about I'm about the healing. How we gonna heal? What's the healing process? I give. That's a feeding process. We give. You're here, you're feeding off of the energy here, the knowledge here, the people in the comment section. You're here feeding off for entertainment purposes. I told you on my last video, I'm not here for nobody's entertainment purposes. If I'm not knowingly, am I going to be your entertainment? Today, what goes down in here, somebody might look at it as entertainment. No, boo, I'm not you. Period. Now, some might look at it as, oh, did she just cut it out? Was I talking to you? Emperor, sharer, cut it out. I'm like, what was I about to say? He made me look, I'm lost my thought. Anyway, moving forward. Feeding. We are the mother of civilization, right? That's the claim some places sometimes. Okay. And I'm going to do this now. Like a file folder and separate my section from the Yahki Awakened presentation to not deem no disrespect on the brother's platform towards his platform and nothing else. I thought to do this in 2 separate videos, but I'm going to do what I do. And this is the no children zone because the t-shirt and no panties zone is on today. And I'm going to do what I do. So I'll be here again, probably on another topic related to this. We coming back. Now, mother civilization, you come out in your avatar and you hit ground zero earth. Your first feeding thought to be from your mother's breast, right? Right? We all against cow's milk. Yahki gonna talk to y'all about meat products, dairy. Y'all want to feed your babies the fake ass product, lab formula. Do what you do, boo. I've done my things in life. I'm speaking to you now as the who I am. And who I am says we're the mother of civilization. We feed our children from the breast. Feed them from the goddamn udder. Feeding. With all of that in mind. and current things and times. I got this lump right here. Now, being mindful, a few years ago, when I first felt this, I went to the doctor. I wasn't where I'm at now. I quick to hit a doctor. I'm in here today. Hot seat. Let's discuss it, ladies. Somebody know something? One of the brothers, y'all know something? Karmic Dynasty here looking for some assistance today. But at the same time, I'm not the only one that got questions. But I ain't got no problem being a voice. I ain't got no problem saying, what's that, this? Now, I went to the doctor. They had me go get the hell biopsy. There's no cancer. There's no nothing there. They left a little marker, they called it. It's a breast cancer ribbon, the marker shaped like a breast cancer ribbon. And it's right here. Where this lump at? It's right here. Where this lump at? Now, recent times, no, I'm sharing my ignorance right now. Recent time, the question has been, what's this right here? Now, y'all know the only one motherfucker gonna touch me and be like, what's that right here? Ain't like I'm walking down the street, so I'm sharing my private life right now. What's that right here? Oh, that's XYZ right here. It's not cancerous, so calm down. You know what I mean? Like, they marked it, they checked it. Now, since recent times, like, I don't go to no doctors. I know that for some time now, I've been up on eating better, doing right, because I know that things are reversible. You know what I mean? But I got, okay, daughters, if your significant other is in the room, this would be a good time to ask him to leave. My daughters, look at this. My grandchildren, I'm talking grandmama. Well, my grandmama didn't tell me. Well, my mama didn't tell me. I need my grandbabies to pass the knowledge on down. This is what I need them to know. So, right here. Now, y'all can't look at my breast, but y'all can go check out some cleavage on the other YouTube channel. The mother of your civilization. Go ahead, do you, boo. I'm sharing. Right here. It's okay for us to pull. I'm going to call all after one day soon, if not after this. The ladies, we're going to get together. We're going to meet in a little chat room, and we're going to sit there and just hold our breasts and embrace ourselves. This is what we're going to do. Y'all want to talk about our breasts and what's going on in here? Let's talk about it. I would like for people to like this herpes video, quit with the misconceptions, quit with the stereotypes, quit with the ignorance levels. Just because you have a lump going right here, don't mean it's cancer. Don't panic if you got something going on. Don't let your mind take over and tell you got something wrong and you're running to the doctor. Again, you look in my link in the video description. I'm not no medical dick. I'm just here telling you what I know. It don't always mean that. If you got a discrepancy right here, it don't always mean you got cancer. And if you do, I ain't gonna say you do, you don't. You don't. Peace, Shay, Pink, 40, peace. She's speaking high family chat. Peace, 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 peace. You know what I mean? Hold it. I ain't concerned. Because y'all think this something? Y'all think I'm showing you something right now? Wait till this Yahki video come on the clips I'm going to show you. With the people's faces not attached. I ain't got no problem showing my face. Y'all know who I am. If you see me out, you know that's me. Yeah, her lump right here. Do I look scared of it? Do I look afraid, terrified? Do I look like I care what the fuck about being flagged on goddamn YouTube today? Twitter, Facebook, anywhere. Do I look like I care? I left Facebook and released my Joy Allen page for a reason. Because I wanted to sit here and cut my breast like this. I don't know what I might want to do one damn day. This Karmic Dynasty. I'm unscripted over here. I'm supposed to be in my hiatus moment. So my logo gray and black and white. But right now, I ain't feeling no hiatus. I'm feeling all the way live. We doing color. Karmic Dynasty. Unscripted. What y'all gonna do? How you gonna be the mother of civilization and you gonna allow the scare tactics when you got something going on in here that ain't feeling quite right? How? I need us to do better. I need us to be of courage. I need us to be of strength. I need us to be mindful and move forward and be able to talk to each other. Quit watching them damn documentaries and fake ass MedWeb MD shits. Know who you are. You know who children who we are. Google and WebMD ain't always going to be around. There are some people who support me and they will be in my inbox telling me, hey, XYZ on the situation. They've been guests on my platform. Health, wellness in your being. Health and wellness in your being. Talking to me. Some of us got issues and cracked nipples and stuff when we breastfeeding because we not properly doing it right. We read at WebMD. We went and got a daggone breast pump and start getting them cracks and sores, and some of us I heard be bleeding at the nipple. Work on yourself. There's a proper way to hold the baby when you're feeding, and they have taught us the improper way. That's why you're hurting. That's why your nipples crack. That's why you're bleeding. That's why you're uncomfortable, and you turn to the breast pump, which it ain't natural, so it ain't no better. And then there's the disconnect between you and your child. What's wrong with us? It's a us. It ain't no we all, but there is a us. What is wrong with us? The daggone brothers in the people. I ain't gonna say the brothers, because from my experience, it was brothers in the temple, the Moorish Science Temple of America. They going Islam. My Islam, if I do it a certain kind of way, I feel my lump right here. In my Islam. I don't know what they got going on their chest. In my chest, there goes my Islam right here. My lump right here, where the fingertips about fall. I'm up here today worrying about my damn head wrap and how I look. And we got women that ain't even up on their breast health. You ain't up on your breast health, boo. But you up on them lace, them thongs, and them panties, though. This is the no panties zone. I don't care if you get you a damn t-shirt, a dress. Again, I'm coming out my denims. You know, you see me in some denims, you want to snap my denims, you do what you do. When I see you in these panties and you got your thongs hanging out the top and small on your back, I'm snapping that mug. Snapping it. What's wrong with us? We're going to talk about us. Let's talk about us. Anybody want to talk to me about what's wrong with us? Anybody want to talk to me and assist me on some knowledge of my left breast and the lump that's in it? I'll wait. I'm drinking my water. We're going to talk about it. You can inbox me privately. It don't matter. We're going to talk about it. We could talk. I'm here. I'm letting you know I don't have no problem discussing the who I am. I don't have no problem coming to the table. Let's discuss it. Some of us ain't got the lump issue. We got other, not even issue. Some of us, it ain't the lump. I'll say that. Some of us is other things. Let's come to the table and talk about it. We need to heal ourselves. How we gonna move with people? And we sitting up there claiming diseases and being sickly and ill. How? Very carefully. That's a saying of mine. Somebody say, how are we gonna do that? Very carefully. Right now, we tiptoeing on very carefully. There's things we not doing because we tiptoeing around it. Being so damn careful about it. Oh, I don't want to be offensive. Oh, I don't want to talk about it. We talking about it. The offensive. Let's talk this offensive to somebody. Oh, that's personal, boo. Deal with it, boo. It's personal, boo. It's personal to you. Deal with your issues, boo. But you know the problem is with this conditioning and indoctrination that Kai Creatures and Abiel and Leviel talking about. When I go to Brazil and or Costa Rica, and I'm walking around, I'm running, I'm on the beach, and I got my bikini on, and I put my pictures out there, sharing everybody. I got this much of me covered. Ain't nobody blocking me then. Ain't nobody blocking Joy Allen then. What's the problem? I got on more fabric now than I will on Brazil Beach and Costa Rica Beach. This the no panties zone. This do you judge me if you want to. I don't get no damn zone. How about that? I sit up here and posted this video. The men in my inbox, in my space. I was like, oh, cool, thank you, because all you doing is letting me know that I accomplished what I wanted to do. Get your attention. Because I'm talking to the brothers too. Y'all got significant others and daughters and nieces and aunts and mothers and grandmothers. Talk, let them know what I'm about to share with y'all today. And some. Don't be scared to speak up. Don't be scared to share with them something they don't know. Might not roll with it as fast as you think they should. It'll be processed in their own time. Say something. What is wrong with us? What you scared of? The boogeyman don't exist. What? You gonna lose your job? You concerned about how the plantation gonna sum you up in your monthly review? I've been gone from the plantation for about 5 years. I can do what I want to do, period. I did it when I was there. That's how I didn't ever stay at one too damn long. I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to say what I want to say, when I want to say it, how I want to say it, do it. So yes, if I'm going to come up here anytime and pull my left breast out, that's what the hell I'm going to do. Who going to say something? What they going to say? What they going to do? Some of y'all need a new attitude. You need to put on some Patti LaBelle. You need a new attitude. The hell would nobody think? You know what I mean? Girl, sister. That's what I'm talking about. His wife ain't got no panties on right now. Or always. Not that brand always and them damn panty liners and them time of the month fucking pads always. No, always as in this time that some of us worship. We ain't got no panties on. So the creeps in my inbox and in my space talking to me, I was like, yeah, I'm going to be on here with no, I don't have no panties on. I mean, that doesn't imply if I had to outright say it, I will. I don't have no panties on. I ain't worn no panties in over a year. I don't know how else to say that. I don't have no panties on right now. Brother said, you gonna get on the broadcast with no panties on for real? Nigga, y'all only see me from Europe any damn way. What you mean? You don't never know who the fuck I got on or not. Yes, I'm getting on my booty. I told him I'm encouraging all of the women to do the same. For health reasons. We got health class in high school. Did they teach us in high school not to put no panties on? No. As I said before, my mama taught me to put some panties on. How many of us, our mamas told us to not wear the panties? How many people in here, your mama, how many ladies, your mama told you don't wear no panties? She raised you not to wear panties. I wait. We up here in training bras. Training to get ready for them wire bras. Them wires are an issue. As Yahki gonna tell y'all later, at least remove the damn wire. That's the issue. But you want to sit and you want to embrace sickness, illness. Abdiel in my, I got something on from the waist down. I got something on. Don't play with me. But I ain't got no panties on. Shit. In a minute we keep on gonna put this t-shirt on so I can match up with my title. I put this right here on the camera, put this damn t-shirt on. What? Act like y'all ain't seen no woman before. What? The hell? Anyway, like I said, you think this song, wait till the clips come up, I'm going to show y'all. And there's so much to share, I don't even know if I'm going to end up sharing it all. You're going to have to watch the full video yourself. The hell? But yeah, I'm like, we also need to change us. The us, I ain't talking to everybody. The us, we need to change our mindsets. This conditioning and this over-sexualized space we in has some of y'all fucked up. I can't even put a title up here without my inbox jumping. Without men getting horny. You want to have sex with me, you don't even know me, just because of some words attached to a video that don't even exist yet. Because I pre-posted this video yesterday. You now want to have sex with somebody you don't know because of some words on a pre-posted video. The video does not yet exist. In my last video, I said Joy Allen does not exist. So somewhere right now, somebody is continuing to create and work with this character they put in their storybook that has sex with men because they approach her because she put some words, t-shirt and no panties on a video that did not yet exist. While I come up here and we see lace, it's the men, joy, nigga, go buy yourself some. What the hell wrong with y'all? No. Adina Howard set y'all ass up with that song. I already knew what I was doing. Bait. Gotcha. Yeah, I knew it would get you. That was my intention. And you bit. The bait. You're here. For what? What you learn today? Who you gonna go share it with? I'll write it down. I'm waiting in the comment section to see what you say. What'd you learn today, fellas? Who you gonna share it with? If it's rhetorical, I'll take that as well and write rhetorical in my notes. Just saying. Anyway, right now, but basically, fellas, quit feeding into the sexual trap of the system has set up for your ass. There are some people that meet me in public because they like, Joy, I don't know you. I'm gonna have to meet you at a public spot. Oh, I'm good with that. I know me. I know you don't have no concerns about me, but I'm good with that. I'd accept that. But what's crazy is there is people who don't know me but willing to stick their penis in me. And I'm up here discussing a herpes video today, amongst other things. Now the fellas, y'all seen the no t-shirt, no panties zone? Joy Allen's discussing herpes today. And Joy Allen's already discussed I don't do the condom thing. So I know, even with the condoms, you can get herpes. Yahki gonna talk to y'all about it. Ugh. Joy Allen got herpes. I still wanna. Nigga, what's wrong with you? Such a disgusting. Whatever. You know what I mean? 100 acres in a trust. This is the kind of talk that we need to be talking about. Acres in a trust, not penis in a vagina. Because I said no panties. What is wrong with us? There's some crazies that did some damn screenshots when I pulled my left breast out. It's something to rewind a video just to see me hold my left breast. They over there happy with they self. Ugh, just y'all think that's something? Oh, wait till I hit the beach in Brazil. Just wait for it. Huh. And all my ass be out. Abigail talking about she ain't got nothing on from the waist down. I did, I showed y'all. But on them beach, I ain't gonna have these pants on the beach. I'm gonna probably on a thong or something look like that one on the door with all my ass cheeks out. Ass cheeks out, breast out. I call them fat pockets. Just fat. Like the fat, right? Fat pockets. You getting excited over a piece of fat. But we'll trim the fat off your damn pork chop and your steak. But the system wrapped it up and told y'all that all that extra that fat in the trunk was sexy. It's called unhealthy. It's called unhealthy. I've been told my butt fat. Yes, boo. It is fat. It's fat. What else is it gonna be? I mean, they do it. Anyway, I'm done for now. We're gonna roll this video. Peace, y'all. Peace, y'all.
Man, what we talking about today is herpes. What is herpes? I did a video on where herpes came from, how it was created by the government in Fort Detrick military base in 1970, by the Rothschilds and by the Rockefellers. Already went through all of that. Now we finna get into the particulars of what herpes is. What is it? How do it act to the body? And how did it get in your body? And we're gonna have a long session on how to get it out of your body, y'all. How to truly rid your body of this disease. Y'all, I'll unshare the screen. So let me do that real quick. I know what I do. I go to brand, take that off. Okay, go back here. All right, let's get it. Share screen. All right, y'all let me know when y'all can see this entire screen. I got a little problem going on here. All right, I'm finna go and log on too. Y'all make sure y'all like and y'all share this. Again, this is called the herpes virus. What is it and how to completely rid it from the body? All right. If y'all can hear me well, if I sound good, if I'm not skipping and all of that, type in some sevens and we can get everything started. I just want to make sure everything from your body. Now, as you can see, what you're looking at right here is a hemith worm. Anybody that know my teaching, anybody that know my clinical trials and studies, and my connection with the laboratories in Illinois, now in Missouri and in Arkansas, we do a lot of trial runs. We do a lot of sampling, a lot of culture samplings and things like that. And when we come to find out that herpes is not only a virus, herpes is actually a parasite that invades your body, and it carries a virus and it carries a bacillus or a bacteria. And that's how the virus actually get inside of your body. It get inside of your body by you contracting the parasite. The whole thing that we have to see is once you rid the body of the parasitic, you rid the body of the viruses and diseases, and that's how you get rid of so-called herpes. Now, check this out. The whole thing is what is weakening your immune system? What is weakening your body to make your immunological system, which I hate that word because it's a made-up word and don't really give the definition of what I'm talking about. So we have a new word, y'all. We call it the lymphatical defense system, because that's all the so-called immunological system is. It's the lymphatic system. So we call it the lymphatical defense system. So write that down, y'all. Well, that's what we're going to coin it. We're making up our own words in 2020. We're not going to let them give us definitions on what things truly are. All right. So what literally lowers your lymphatical defense system to allow this bacterium and this virus to come in by way of this parasitic that we call the hemith worm. All right, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Now it's finna get deep. Let's talk about these things. All right, Kawhi, you can go and start reading. Now,
7. Kaposi's
virus. What's the fourth one?
Epstein-Barr virus.
Come on.
Human herpes virus 6 variants A and B.
So you have a virus 6 A and B. We're gonna get into what all these is. We're gonna show pictures and everything, and I want to show y'all the correlation and how HIV and herpes is the exact thing. It's just a different splice of this strain. There's no difference between herpes and HIV, y'all. And I've been telling y'all that for years, but we finna prove it today. Come on.
Human herpes virus 7. Kaposi's sarcoma virus.
And now Kaposi's sarcoma is what you see in HIV and full-blown AIDS patients. That's the lesions that come out of your skin when you have actual AIDS and HIV. Why is this mentioned under the herpes simplex virus? Now remember when we did the video and I was teaching y'all about how these viruses was created in the laboratory at Fort Detrick military base. I showed y'all the book that talk about that and everything, and I will give y'all all the sources on that. Remember, all these diseases in 1980 and before that was just called cancer. Then the Cancer Foundation came in, which is another armed military germ warfare base, and then they started breaking these different names up of cancer into different things: lymphoma, Kaposi, herpes, HIV, AIDS, sickle cell anemia, which is nothing but leukemia. Leukemia is nothing but cancer. Well, cancer is nothing but a form of HIV. That's why with people with stage 4 cancer, usually when they go get tested, they test positive for HIV. Why is that? Now we finna run all these things together and show y'all how these things come. It all comes from a parasite, and it comes from a parasite
than specific tissues, which are characteristic for each virus.
All right, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. I hope y'all writing this stuff down. Now, the first one we're going to get into herpes simplex virus 1 and 2. There is no difference of the outbreak. A lot of people think that if you have 2, you only break out on the genital areas. That's not true. You can have herpes simplex 2 and break out on the lips, and have herpes simplex 1 break out, because it's the same thing. When the strand hairs split differently due to the RNA, that's when they give it a different name. But if you look at the nucleus of the cell of this RNA gene in this cell, it's the same exact cell, the same exact mutations, the same exact capsid and protein envelope. It's all the same exact thing. Whether we're going to go to herpes or we're going to go to HIV, whether we're going to go to full-blown AIDS or we're going to go to certain stages of cancer, it all shows the same in the blood, y'all. All right, let's keep going. And viewer discretion is advised, y'all. And if you got any children that y'all want to see this stuff, make sure you turn your computer or your screen, because we is finna show vagina parts, penises, breasts, and all of that. We is learning. This is for educational purpose only. This is the herpes simplex virus, right? Y'all see what is happening to the epidermis. Y'all see what's happening to the skin. Y'all see these ulcers coming through the skin, and it is on the tongue, right? A lot of people think they have a good lymphatical defense system, or what you'll call immunological system, is when the disease go dormant and it's very latent and it don't come to the surface. No, that means your immune system is weak, and this thing is just doing what it want to do inside of the ganglion nerves and the central nervous system of your body. You know your immunological system and your lymphatical system is working when you're actually getting outbreaks. It's a good thing to get outbreaks. That's why the first time you go on our herbs, what happened? You get slow down. This is how it looks on the penis. Do y'all see that? The same clusters that was on the lips is now on the penis. Now this one is actually working in the spinal column. That's why it's expressing itself through the penis, or sometimes on the anus, on the buttocks, on the inner thigh, on the knee, on the ankle. All of these things are herpes. The herpes simplex, whether we talking about simplex 1 or 2, whether we talking about the Epstein-Barr virus, whether we talking about the mononucleosis virus, all of these things are herpes. All of them. We're going to keep going through them. Let's keep going. So right now we're just showing, viewers' discretion is advised, y'all. Right now we're just showing herpes 1 and 2, what it look like on the penis. Y'all gonna see what it look like on the vagina as well. Notice these are nothing but skin cells that's full of mucus and pus. Look what's inside of them. Notice that the skin is translucent. You can see straight through it. What do you see inside of here? You don't see blood. You see lymphatic waste, lymphatic fluid, the mucosa response. This is a lymphatical defense response. This is not an immunity response. This is the lymphatic system getting these things out of the body. Your kidneys are not working properly to flush them down that way. So what does it do? It rinses the nervous system and push them through the epidermis of the skin.
Now, right here, this is a part that got me, because he is discussing how he just discussed your kidneys are not working right. So this is how it expresses itself. Now, for me, I'm sharing on this point because dialysis patients. Years ago, before my mother transitioned from something else entirely different than kidney issues, she told him she left dialysis and told him she was not coming back. And they told her that she would transition in her sleep one day soon. She was here years later after that. But just curious. I know she changed how she ate, which Yahki will discuss as well. She changed her eating lifestyle. So she was not gone days later after she left the dialysis center. Important key point here I'd like for us to know is we need to know how our kidneys are working. You don't, from what I know, need to go to a doctor to know that the health of your kidneys, if they're working properly or not. I've done the self-test myself, and it's just an at-home little pee in a jar test. You can pee in a jar. If it's not right, again, I'm not a doctor. I'm just telling you how I feel and based on what I know that I did. It's just that simple for me. And how our kidneys get messed up in the first place to where they can't get flushed out, and then they express themselves in this manner. Again, this is Yahki is so knowledgeable. Gratitude, Sheba Batista of YouTube. In the world of studying and sharing with you all, right up front, direct is not my area of expertise. Sharing is. I have my areas of expertise, the expertise of myself. We are all different in matters. You need to be an expert of yourself or reach out to others that can assist you, as I reached out to everyone today concerning my breast health. Ask questions. Get the support you need. And as I discussed with someone yesterday, these issues and topics that are being discussed today, it is important that it's our faces, it's as us that we see when we hear these messages. Again, to keep going to WebMD looking for answers and results, to me, that's just not the answer. We are our own answer. You are your own answer. Where are you getting your answers from? Take care of yourself. Seriously. Take care of yourself.
This is a vagina. You see that? Look on the hood. Look above the clitoris. You see that? That is herpes. That is a virus. This is a parasite that is doing this to our bodies. That's carrying viruses that was created by the military base for germ warfare. Also bacteria that you get from your regular foods, and that from them spraying pesticides and things on your food, and then you're not properly using your food. But all this happened by a weak lymphatical defense system. Whenever the immunological system get weak, the mucous membrane get compromised, and if it get a space, the bacterium is going to slide through there, because what's creeping through the mucosa membrane? The parasite. And these things can get real worse, y'all. Look at this one. In females, this is inside of her hood. Imagine how painful that is. You see that? This is what this government is doing to our people by way of food. You see that? By way of growing crops and produce, by way of household items and hygienes. All this causes that. Now, if it get inside the bloodstream, of course, transmission can be through sex. But how did the first person get it? How did the first person get it? You see that? That's my question. Going away, this is what it looks like before it scabs up.
Now, what I'm going to share right now is, for me, again, as I spoke on the lack of knowledge, the stereotypes and all that stuff earlier, to me, and he's going to mention it, like when you're in a relationship and you see herpes on your partner, and to me, that's just like something I could not do. I just see, this herpes on the lip. I'd be like, oh, no, you ain't putting your mouth on me. But I thought it was sexually transmitted. And recently, until recent times, because about the time that Yahki's video came out, there was an outbreak in Indianapolis, Indiana. The only other thing I knew, I'll say right quick, is that the the kissing herpes, another reason I got issues with kissing people in the mouth, but it's just, actually, he gonna get into it, and I'm gonna sit here and tell y'all, I've had herpes. I've had it. I've had herpes. We're gonna discuss it. Where I seen it. There you go. Yes. I've had chicken pox. Chicken pox is herpes. So I've had herpes. None of my children have had chicken pox. Nah, just me. I've had herpes. I found out in this video that I'm sharing of Yahki's, I had herpes too. And I just looked, and the outbreak in Indianapolis in the news about the same time Yahki put out this video a year ago. It was I think it was Whole Foods, Fresh Time. Fresh Time had a herpes outbreak from the produce in the store. So they had to shut the damn store down. But I'm just like, you get it from the food and the products. So the dyes I was talking about, and why I let go of the panties, this is why. You can get herpes from your panties. Brand new. I don't care if you wash them or not. The dyes in here was doing it. You know what I mean? Either way, we're moving forward.
This is what they're doing to us. Notice this is an acidic response. This is acids. Only acidic response will burn you like that. Well, what's the system that deals with the acidic nature of the body? The lymphatical system. The blood don't deal with acids because you would die. The lymphatical system deals with the acid, not the immune system. We don't even know what the immune system is. It's the biggest lie ever. It's the biggest deception ever. Bar virus, which is a part of the herpes simplex virus. It's all a part of the same zoster family. Y'all do not let nobody tell you different. If you have psoriasis, you have herpes. If you have eczema, you have herpes. If you had chicken pox, you have herpes. If you had shingles, you have herpes. If you have psoriasis plaque buildup, you have herpes. If you have itchy elbow disease, you have herpes. If you have amoxicillin rash, you have herpes. If you have a leukemia rash, you have herpes. If you have constant recurring yeast infection, you have herpes. So on and so forth. We even got it to where we see that people with toenail fungus have herpes. All of these are a part of this zoster family, y'all. All of them. They don't tell you that because they need to keep your lymphatical system down because they have an agenda. It's called depopulation control. They have an agenda. And if you let this stuff go unchecked long enough, it will kill you because it causes Alzheimer's disease. It causes Parkinson's disease. It causes so many brain diseases because it's literally an attack on your nervous system. And we're going to show how it lives and expresses way out your nervous system and literally eat your nervous system. It eat all the protein molecules out of your nervous system. It's crazy. Over 417 million.
All right, so right now, just from that clip, and again, this is me personally. That's why I shared in the beginning about me and my dynasty, my line, my children, their children, the ones before me. The ones before me, and I just had this talk with somebody recently, and it's like anytime the word Alzheimer's or dementia come up, it's like the conversation. It's like prevalent on my mama's side of family and the women it can be. I've seen the biggest demonstration in my life of Alzheimer's dementia in the women in my mama's line of women on my mama's side of family. And then there are things now, back when I seeing the pattern, because nobody told me, it was just there, and I talked to somebody the other day about how our elders, people they sweep stuff under the rug. They not even going to tell us the things that we need to know. They the people who keep everything in the house. And they got all these secrets. There's not no secret. We need to know the health, and we need to be identifying. It needs to be pointed out, the family history. When we go from my experience, when I would go to the doctor or take my children and the doctor was asked for the family history, it didn't never go far back as my great grandmother. Really, generally, it went far back as my mama and my daddy. Alzheimer's. So I'm sitting here watching his video like, so the women, and actually, this is my dynasty. I do these videos on this platform for my grandchildren and their children and all of them. So I'm going to speak it because we speak in family lineage. I'm doing my family lineage work. I'm bringing some of it to the platform because I need us all to be aware to look into our family lineage and know where we coming from, to know where you're going so that you can get out of the situation of this life that you're in. So I'm sitting here watching this video and I'm like, so my mama's mama had herpes because she had Alzheimer's. 2 of her daughters that I can think of right now had Alzheimer's too, dementia. My grandmother, like one of her sisters had it too, just like the herpes thing. And I never looked at none of them, the women in my family like that, like they had herpes. Because to me, herpes was like, other than the mono, herpes is a sexually transmitted disease. And the women in question of my mother's family lineage are not the types that sleep around, get around, do the type of stuff where they can contract herpes. So I'm just like, you know what I mean? Hi, daughter. Peace, daughter. Peace to the emperors, the empresses in your midst. Peace. We have this Alzheimer's. And sometimes you just get it from touching people. It transfers. Yahki's going to talk to you about it. I don't know if I'm going to get to it tonight. I'm an hour and 13 minutes. Y'all got some time to get to it. I'm just like, just get it from touching people. You get it from touching produce. Speaking of hi mama and this child of mine right here, Paige, she on right this. She's my firstborn. And when there's some of us, we already know how we get with our children. I ain't shamed. I wasn't shamed at the time. I ain't shamed now, and there will be shame. Nobody could touch her. If they did, they would have to put a cloth between them and her when they was holding her. That's just how it was at the time. Not knowing that just them touching, I didn't let them touch her face, but just hurt them touching her, you know, and I go touch her, and it transferred from where they had her holding her on the bottom, you know, to her. But I call myself protecting her, all of my children in that manner. They've not had chicken pox. And they've actually, none of the things discussed in the Yahki's video do my children have or have had. So that's a good indication to me that they don't have herpes. But I don't know. All my children are grown at this point. What they do and have going on is right now personal to them if they do, because I don't know. But this video is for them. So they can get this information. She's here. Her 3 sisters might not be here. They might be here in observance capacity and their brother. But she'll share the information. If they won't hear it from me, she's my oldest child. They can share it. And then this Lulu listening. You've been around here. You already know Empress Lulu. This is where she chat from in YouTube. Empress Lulu would tell her cousins and her siblings how to prevent getting herpes. This is how we talk to our generations. This is how we talk to our dynasties. This is what we do. So this might not, her mama might have typed this in and then left the room to go manage one of the little empress or emperors over there, and Lulu's sitting here watching me right now. Or she's sitting there with a brother and or sister of hers. I mean, her sister and or a brother of hers. They not verbalizing yet as where you would say you understand them. I understand their English. They're picking this up. This is a message. My grandbabies hear me right now. This video is to teach you how to prevent getting herpes. And after you've done all of that and you have it anyway, this video, the full video is in the description. It teaches you how to get rid of the herpes. So you don't have the outbreaks and the discomfort that Yahki mentioned. Oh, that looks uncomfortable. You don't have those issues. And even if you get them, they're not prolonged issues because you know how to get rid of it. Speaking on that same clip he just did, I wrote a note, and my child is in here. Her presence is here. It's right. Eczema. I have a granddaughter who has eczema. Just one out of all my grandchildren, eczema. Yaki's going to discuss, we're going to see the babies and their skin conditions in this video coming up too. It's just like terrifying, like, poor baby, really? I'm up here looking at my granddaughter, my granddaughter who has the eczema, and I said, and Marcia Harris Owens bought her soap, the goat milk soap. If I'm saying that right, it's definitely goat milk. There's something else in there. And then I would give her oatmeal bath and include matcha tea in her bath and some other type leaves and things in her bath to help clear her eczema, which worked. I'm just going off some stuff, like back in the day when I had chicken pox, herpes. Tisha Nicole had herpes, chicken pox. Tisha Nicole had herpes. My mama put me in the tub, what they call the oatmeal bath. So when I seen my granddaughter with eczema and her skin needed some care, I put her in that same soothing oatmeal bath my mama did for my skin when I had chicken pox. Herpes. But when they're watching this video, though, after the awareness of that care for her and buying the soap and those oatmeal baths for her, to sit there and be like, eczema is herpes? My grandchild has herpes? Further, though, sadness, but further knocking out my ignorance on herpes. Because my grandchild ain't sexually active, so she didn't get it from having sex. So if I'm with a man's interested in me and he got herpes, and I'm like, where's your blistex? Get away from me. He didn't necessarily get that herpes on his mouth from having oral sex, putting his mouth in places. I said I am those before me and I am those who are after me. My grandchild teaching me. No, mama. Just because the man got herpes on his lip, don't be busting him up talking about some blistex and like he got the daggone cooties. You might have missed the opportunity, mama, because you was ignorant, mama. And it took Yahki on his YouTube, Yahki Awakened channel, to let you know, mama, that you might have lost a good man because you thought he had the cooties with a who was that? Kevin Hart called him bum bumps. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm just like, it's just like a punch in the face, just a constant punch in the face. Tisha Nicole. Don't look at no man like that. You look at that man because he got his herpes. You talking about some blistex. Tisha Nicole, your ass had herpes. You had the chicken pox. Your mama gave you that oatmeal bath. How dare you? My grandchild telling me in so many ways. How dare you judge that man? The same way you judging that man, mama, is how you judging me, mama, because I got eczema. So what, I got cooties too, mama? You don't want to be bothered with me, mama? I can't kiss you on your cheek, mama? I got to stand across the room from you, mama, and say, hey, mama. My granddaughter's like, no, nigga. She talking to me. I'm the nigga. No, nigga. It's just devastating. I'm working on my mind state, as I ask us all to come away from the system, the script. I'm in the hot seat. I ain't got no problem being transparent. Bum bumps. Yes, child. Thank you. Bum bump. I don't know why it couldn't come out right. It just didn't sound right. Oh my goodness. I didn't, none of this is, I didn't even plan on expressing this stuff. I'm having a moment right now. I'm in the hot seat. Ignorance. I've been ignorant for a long time. This Yahki Awakened video is like a masterpiece. He's very knowledgeable, as it has been expressed on this platform. And I appreciate it. I appreciate, because he was like, and my share was like, Joy, you got your left breast out. Don't get hit up and banned. Yahki got penises and vaginas on his video. He mentioned it might happen. He was willing to risk a platform to put the knowledge out. I'm willing. They can have this. It's like I gave up Facebook. They can have the damn YouTube and Twitter. I don't get no damn. Y'all right here live. Y'all hear me? I'm still here talking. Y'all hear me? I'm still able to share Yahki's video. He thought it's a year later. His video's still there. He thought they was going to take it down. It's still there. He got a message during the live that something content, they was blocking it, but the live was still going. Even if they take the damn video down, what you've heard so far, you know enough. I love y'all. The mother of civilization, we love y'all. We love y'all. We love each other. We love us. And we gonna come. No pun intended. We gonna come up here and tell you. We gonna come in some manner, form, or fashion. It ain't gotta be on social media. Because again, as I said, if I see the ladies out there with them thongs showing, I'm gonna pop your thong. You're gonna take them panties off. Take them damn panties off. And I don't want to hear nothing about it's my time of the month. I gotta hold my pad. You shouldn't be having no pad. It needs anyway. Y'all want to talk about that too while we're here? We're gonna discuss it another time. You have a menstrual cycle. I don't want to hear about no heavy bleeding. You shouldn't have no heavy bleed. Shouldn't have no bleed. I'm making a note. Okay, we're gonna come on here and we're gonna talk about menstrual cycles. You shouldn't have no need for no damn pads. Always. We discussed it earlier. When the brother was talking about his wife ain't got no panties on now. She ain't got none on. We talked about the past then. We not. The hell? Eczema and Alzheimer's in my family. That touched me. That touched a nerve. Touched a nerve. And speaking of Alzheimer's, since, as I was about to say earlier, I learned about it and I studied into it. And since then, prevention has been key in my life. I've been taking measures to prevent Alzheimer's in myself. And I've been encouraging my children, actually without straight just telling them, I've been encouraging those habits in them. And all of them are actually doing the same, taking the same measures that I am without even knowing what it is they're doing. And I'm going to continue to do that. And it's well in my grandchildren as well already. All right, back to this video though. Oh man. Peace, y'all. Stand by a few moments.
billion people are suffering with herpes right now, and I'm just talking 1 and 2. We're not even talking about 3 to 13. I'm just talking about 1 to 2. Do you realize that? Do y'all realize over 1 billion people suffer from herpes worldwide if we're gonna go 1 through 13? Huh? Do you realize that means 1 out of every 7 person have herpes? If you get 7 people in a room right now, 1 of them have herpes. Do y'all?
7 people in a room. It's more than 7 people in this room right now. One of us has herpes. Which one? One of us has herpes. This video, go watch the full video. The link is in the description. So you can rid yourself of the herpes. Serious. Thank you.
Entities inside the nucleus of the cell. So this damn virus literally penetrates the Golgi apparatus, blood and mucosa barrier of each cell, and go and eat out all the phytonutrients inside of your blood cells. Don't that sound just like the definition of cancer and HIV? It's the same exact definition, just a different name. We've been bamboozled, family, flat out. Now look up read the higher classification name. What do that say?
Lympho.
Hold on. What is the prefix? What the prefix is?
Prefix is lymph.
Lymph, meaning it's directly connected to what?
Your lymphatic.
The lymphatic system.
Lymphocryptovirus.
See that? Lymphocryptovirus. It literally look, y'all know what it means to be crypto or be crippled. It literally cripple your whole lymphatic system, meaning it weakens your lymphatical defense system. So we have to quit saying immune system. That's bullshit, family. They're talking about the lymphatic system. They don't want you to learn about the great lymphatic system because they don't want you to heal yourself. The moment you learn about the lymphatic system is the moment you get your life back. They don't want you to know about that. Scan. Do y'all realize how antibiotics is made, like penicillin and amoxicillin? It is made from mold and fungus. Did y'all know that? Look it up. That's why if y'all hear me speaking over 4 years ago, I said herpes was a yeast parasite. Yeast is created from mold and fungus. Hey, it's gonna get deep, y'all. Now, if y'all look at the back of this man's neck, y'all see all of these bumps that's around his hair follicles. We see a lot of brothers with this on their beards and on the back of their necks, and y'all say it's shave bumps. 99.9% there are not shave bumps. What you do is you're irritating the nerve endings in the skin, and this is what activates the nerve ganglia, and it brings the herpes virus to the surface. So you think it was caused by a razor, but the razor just caused the skin to be irritated, and you activated the virus in the bacillus that was in deep within your nerve tissue. So whenever you see this on a beard or on the neck, or on the back of the neck and stuff like that, this is what you would call Epstein-Barr virus. This is herpes, y'all. I know this hurt a lot of feelings, but I'm just telling y'all the truth. Chronic back acne. If you have chronic back acne, notice most of your nerve centers are in your spinal cord, and these nerve endings are attached directly to your back. Your back and the bottom of your feet and inside of your belly button and in your anus is where most of your nerve endings are at. These are the most sensitive parts of your body, other than up under your underpits and up under the back of your knees. This is where your nerve endings is at. So you can tell a person's health all just by checking and really looking at their back. Look at this back. You see all these white corpuscles? That is Epstein-Barr virus. Let's keep it going. It gets deeper, y'all, because we have to talk about chronic acne. And if you can, all you have to do is pull up Epstein-Barr virus herpes, and these pictures gonna show up on Google. A few of these pictures is of my own from the clients who we done healed sent to us, but most of this stuff is under common knowledge. This is not acne. If you literally type up Epstein-Barr virus, this will pop up. So you think you have chronic acne when you don't. You actually have herpes virus.
All right, so this acne he talking about. Oh yeah, I'm thinking about anything I had that was, you know, the barbershop hair bumps. Yes, those two. Herpes. What did I say? Yeah, herpes. And as Yahki, if he's not already mentioned it, he will mention it. How they just it's all herpes. They got a cat. If it's up here, is this? They title it this. If it's right here, it's another title. If it's right here, it's another title. If you got it right here, it's another title. It's all the same damn thing. We call them, I don't know about all y'all, but us in Indianapolis call them hair bump, barbershop bump, something like that. I just said a minute ago. You know, blame it on the barber and his clippers, dirty clippers. That's what they say. Oh, the barber must have had some dirty clippers. No, nigga. You got herpes. Then you want to cuss your barber out and go get you a whole new barber. And still the fucking damn hair bumps show up. So what, that barber, all the barbers got dirty clippers? No. You got herpes, dude. Go to the Yahki video. Sincerely. And figure out how to rid yourself of the herpes. Severe acne, he discussed that too. I had severe acne in junior high. Severe acne. Facial acne, upper body acne, I mean front and back. Severe acne. All those topical medications. For what? For the herpes? The same herpes that came out in the form of chickenpox earlier in my life? In high school. It was just in another form, in another place. It's herpes. Walking around in middle school, in all innocence, and got herpes. Okay. All right now, y'all. All right. That's what we do. We must bust them up. In certain parts of the video, Yahki has expressed it. Don't let them tell you. A lot of it, he telling you. He's showing you in the video, he busted up lies too. We all need to work on busting up the lies. As I said earlier, we need what you're scared of. What you scared to tell the story, who you scared to tell it to, and why. The boogeyman does not exist, people. Don't be scared. It's the saying, don't be scared.
The mono rash, amoxicillin rash, that's dealing with yeast infections, that's dealing with eczema, that's dealing with the leukemia rash, that's dealing with all of that. Look at this face. You see that? That's eczema. That's eczema on this baby girl. Eczema is herpes, y'all. It's herpes. And it's living in the ganglia nerve called the basal ganglia. Whenever anybody have herpes, they dealing with basal ganglia parasitics, or what you call herpes. It's in the nerve center of the ganglia. It expresses itself through the epithelial cells of the skin. All right. So anybody that got babies out here with severe eczema, severe acne and stuff like that, or you have it, that is nothing but herpes. Quit trying to treat them like they have a blood disorder and start treating them like they have a parasite, and you will see that they will heal. We've been trying to heal the virus when we need to be expelling parasites. That's why when you get into Yahki Awakened, poor little babies, y'all. Look at these poor little babies. Look at that baby face, all of that eczema on the lips, on the cheeks. That's herpes. Could have got it coming from your womb. Could have got it while I was in the womb. You see that? Because you feed the baby your chromosomes and DNA. Could have got it from the things you're feeding it, especially from that damn yeast formula milk that's full of yeast and pus. And we're going to talk about these foods because y'all see that? Yes. Almost everybody got some form of herpes, and y'all be fighting, breaking up with your boyfriends and divorcing with your husbands and wives, thinking y'all gave each other STD when y'all both done had the damn virus in y'all systems since y'all got vaccinated when y'all was 2 years old. You see that? Y'all been had this. Y'all done caught this from y'all refrigerator. Y'all done got this from foods and breads. Y'all done got this from fermentation of fruits and vegetables. Fruits and vegetables that have pesticides sprayed on them. Y'all done got this from cow manure grown crops. Quit letting these people lie to y'all. We have clinical facts, y'all. This is nothing we making up. Get down deep into this lesson, y'all. It's gonna blow y'all mind how evil and how corrupt this system is. Now, not only that, remember, occurring yeast infections is herpes. It's a yeast candida parasite you're dealing with. Exposing the secret causes of yeast infection in men and the yeast infection women, yeast infected women, including easy tips for yeast infection treatments today by applying home remedies for yeast infections. If you have herpes, family, you have a yeast infection. Just look at your tongue, look at your fingernails, and look at the way your skin expresses itself. That's yeast, candida, fungus, mold, fermentation, which create alcohol. Alcohol dissolves and breaks down the mucosa membrane. When you break down the mucosa membrane, which is a part of the lymphatical defense system, guess what? You allow everything to just have its way with you and come inside of your body. Straight up. Straight up.
Okay, so my sharer, Abiel Ben Levy L, he mentioned he got, what you say you got when you got the vax? Where he at? You got the pox from the vax. You know what I mean? You got the chicken pox from the vaccination. You get the vaccination, you get the herpes. That's what Yahki just said. It's something else, like I got vaccinated too. I got the chicken pox, possibly from that vaccination. You know, I got my children, they got their vaccinations when they was born. So my granddaughter, they got eczema. Probably got it from the vaccination. Yeast infection. Here goes another one of my ignorant points. Yeast infection in men, as that publication cover said that Yahki shared. I was like, men get yeast infections? You know what I mean? Like, apparently. And apparently there's home remedies for that. You know, with yeast infections, from my knowledge, there is this white cream they use. You got to go to the doctor and get a prescription and put it in what is it? It goes in this tube insert in the women, and you put it in your vagina, and you full of the cream, and you push the bottom of the syringe thing, whatever, plugged up in there. But for men, like yeast infection. Okay, on my tongue. Yeast infection, that built up yeast infection. Home remedies. I'm gonna tell y'all, really though, people got that built up. I like, oh, what's wrong with your tongue? I didn't ever even think about no yeast infection or herpes. My level of ignorance exposed. I have no problem sharing. I don't know everything. I tell you, some people say it, but they act like they do. I don't know. I'm up here sharing my ignorant points with y'all tonight. I got a non-nigga moment. I'm the nigga. Granddaughter talking to me in all that innocence by not saying nothing, just me looking at her skin. It's her talking to me. And mama's a nigga. No, nigga. No, mama. Can't do that, mama.
It up. We got a scientific formula. This is a vaginal. This is a vagina cavity. You see that? Notice when we're looking at this yeast candida infected vagina, we see lesions. Look at it. Look at the hoods. Look at the clitoris. Look inside of her vaginal canal. Look at her yoni. Look on her yoni pathway. See all of that candida? That's y'all think y'all, that's not creaming. That's not that. That's yeast that's coming out of you women. Because a lot, I'm just keeping it real. A lot of women think that they be actually creaming and stuff and coming and stuff like that. Most of the time, now don't get me wrong, y'all do have certain secretions from ovaries and stuff that will give you that milky-like substance. But most of the time, you're dealing with this. All you got to do is go, look, all you have to do is literally get you a scalpel and scrape that vaginal wall and test it. Most of the time, it's going to come back to be yeast positive and candida positive for fungus and mold. If you got that and you don't test positive for the antibody protein, that does not mean that you don't have herpes. That just means that herpes is hiding behind nickel. That herpes is hiding behind silicona. That herpes is hiding behind zinc. It's hiding behind copper. It's hiding behind these metals that we're going to start talking about, and we're going to show you how to get it out the body. So sometimes you don't test positive for herpes. Hell, half the time you don't until you get aggravated until your stress hormones or that amino acid arginine and estrogen be prominent in the body, and then it brings it out, and you don't test positive for it. You can't test it in your blood, and it won't test positive during a culture because it's hiding and it's latent and it's hiding behind a metal. Once we remove the metal, it has to show its ugly face. Once we cleanse the mucosa membrane in the skin, it has to go somewhere. There, boom, you start popping canker sores you never knew you had. It's because it gets deeper. Look,
All right, y'all see this right here? In addition to what he just said, this brings me to my next point. Not even an intended point, but it's my point right now. The men who hit me up, y'all know what, everybody? Welcome to the t-shirt and no panties zone. So back to those who hit me up, because I have these words in the title at the time to a video that didn't yet exist, and want to insert penis here. No, nigga. And again, not knowing Joy Allen. Joy Allen has just expressed that she had herpes, chicken pox evidence, possibly severe acne evidence. And then in part, you know what I mean? And then let's talk again. I said earlier, it might appear like I'm talking to the ladies. I'm talking to the brothers too. We learn a lot from y'all. I've given credit where it's due to many brothers on my platform and in my life. The woman that needs to hear from you probably don't know about me. She don't know about Yahki. She don't care about Joy Allen. She need to hear it from you. She ain't think about what Joy Allen got to say. What the fuck Joy Allen know? She ain't think about Yahki. Yahki ain't who he. She need to hear it from you, brother. You need the knowledge too. When you see stuff like this, back to these men, not y'all right now, brothers. I'm talking about who's sharing the knowledge. I'm talking about these brothers who came at me because of a damn no panties title. Herpes. I've had evidence of herpes in my life. So what? In this sexual experience, let's say there's a sexual experience with Joy Allen. I'm in the hot seat. I don't talk about no other woman. Let's talk about Joy Allen. And let's say you could manage to make Joy Allen come. Joy Allen's creaming. Oh, you think you done did something. No, what you actually did, and your dumbasses don't recognize, would be the fact that Joy Allen secreted evidence of herpes, but you don't see an outbreak, so you think you good. So you carry on and travel on, because if you didn't have herpes before, you probably have it now. Well, at that point, in that storybook that I talked about, you created earlier, where you can insert here. Nah, nigga. For those of you who like to move around amongst women sexually, go ahead and tell them all. Check them all. Yahki gave y'all the how-to check. Go ahead and get you a scalpel, take your little culture and test it. But nah, y'all ain't got time to be testing and checking the woman out. You too busy trying to insert penis there. This ain't even about women's health. This is about men's health too. Apparently, men get yeast infections. Men get herpes. You can blame it on some dirty clippers if you want. It was probably what you ate at mealtime. Eating shit that ain't correct and proper. You ate this for dinner? You thought it was a cum shot. It's a whole herpes shot. Took it back. Ate that shit for dinner. Nigga. Fuck. Anyway.
We just still on the Epstein-Barr virus. Look at this. This had came from this woman's vagina. And they would say that this is they're wet. They will say that this is cum. They will say that that's mute. Look, what is that?
Mucus.
That is the mucous membrane response. Getting the candida in this herpes simplex, trying to get it up out of your vagina canal, y'all. Shedding. You don't even have to be popping these canker sores. If it's shedding, if the parasite sheds its skin and a part of that skin sheds on you, you can catch it. We have to change this whole. So you think you can, well, I ain't had sex. You can hug somebody with chickenpox and shingles or with eczema, and you can accidentally touch their shedding molecules and you will get it. What are y'all talking about? We have to relearn these viruses. Quit letting them teach y'all what these things is. Let's get it raw and uncut in the real definitions of them.
Varicella-virus?
Yeah, varicella-virus. Now, my whole thing is this. If all these things the same virus, why do they have different names? Because we finna get into HIV and cancer, and we're going to read the same thing. Oh, a lot of people going to hate that. Y'all are going to hate that part. So why is there different names? Because with different names and different locations of the expression of the same parasitical disease and virus brings a different income of money. Look at that. This is a form of shingles. Y'all see that? What do you see? Is that mucus? Don't that look like lymphatic fluid? Mm-hmm. That's how you know, man. Look, quit letting them tell you what disease is. This is lymphatic fluid, I see. Meaning that it's dealing with a what? Weak lymphatical system. Forget the word immune system. We're making a new word up. Lymphatical defense system.
Buttocks, neck, and scalp.
So we got to talk about dandruff, because dandruff is nothing but candida and yeast from the scalp. So if you have severe dandruffs inside of your head, we got to talk about what that is. You're dealing with a parasite. This parasite carried the herpes virus. Come on. You see swollen lymph nodes a lot, especially in the back of the ears. So when you look at the cytomegalovirus or this herpes simplex beta virus, it don't express itself in the skin as way as 1, 2, 3, and 4 do. When you start getting to 5, 6, 7, 8, all the way to 13, it's completely a lymphatic response. So what you're going to see is swollen lymph nodes all the time that goes back down on themselves as soon as you change your diet. But the moment you eat something else, they pop back up. This is herpes 5 and up. You see that? Now you see the swollen lymph nodes. Now the lymph nodes are a part of what system?
Your lymphatic.
The lymphatic system. Ah, you see that? So anybody that's constantly dealing with swollen lymph nodes, edema, where their legs get very big a lot and they're attracting a lot of water. Most of the hands getting big, swelling. Most of the time you're dealing with the herpes simplex cytomegalovirus virus, herpes simplex 5. Not only that, it will give you these ringworm like structures too. But notice the word ringworm. That is a parasite you're dealing with. See that? So if you're constantly getting ringworms and candida and yeast, that is most definitely the cytomegalovirus virus. Hold on, I'm not done. Just a few more. See that? That after we get through this worm. So we see that this is known as an intestinal fluke. This is what it looked like in its larva stage. Y'all see that? This is the larva stage.
They are also known as intestinal flukes.
Yep, that's right. Let's keep it going. Anybody that's taking these ingested chemicals, this is how you get them. Because the snail leaves poops and leaves a poop on all these things. Not only is it snails, it's birds, it's pesticides that they spray. We're gonna get into it. But if your lymphatical defense system was strong enough, it will kick it right out of your body. But since these chemicals, these 4 chemicals and metals we're talking about, bring down your actual lymphatical immune system, this fluke can get straight into your stomach and then it passes its way into your blood capillaries by way of pooping. Come on.
And attached to an intestinal wall.
See that? So it takes 3 months to fully weld itself to your intestinal wall. And it attaches and welds itself through the intestinal wall by way of its teeth and acids. So that's why we have to cleanse the stomach first. Anybody that have herpes, we have to cleanse your gut. Come on.
There, they develop into adult food.
So that's where they get real big and grow. Now, guess what they doing? They eating all your foods that come in, but your food have to ferment first. So they block you from getting your phytonutrients, and then fermentation comes in, and germination comes in, then they eat the food. Many different ways of how you get this stuff. All right. So say the worm poops or something poops, then the egg comes from the poop, right? Then the fecal oral transmission, you will go and touch a plant, or you will touch produce in the store, or you will touch certain types of meat and stuff, and you don't cleanse it properly because they don't properly cleanse the meat that comes from these cows and stuff, and these cows actually eat this stuff that they poop on. So the cows eat the hay and eat the grass, but they're eating these worms. You don't officially cleanse your meat right, or don't cleanse your fruits and your vegetable right, and then you go and you would touch your face and your nose, or you'll go get a cup of water and stuff like that. And since you already have a weak lymphatical defense system or immunological system, this is how the virus is able to enter into your blood. Notice I'm not even talking about sex yet. I'm not even talking about that yet. And then it goes into your small intestines, and then it becomes a juvenile worm. Then it sucks. It takes hold of your duodenum, and then it feeds off the fermented food because you're not passing food anyway because it's blocking you. Now the fermentation grows into a full-grown adult. That's all right. This is a doctor actually holding these things. See how big they get? These things can get very big, very flat. This is a coryzus worm. Not bisex, of course. These actual worms cause edema too. Swelling lymph nodes, swelling legs, all the water to drain to the legs because the kidneys are not functioning properly. Y'all see that? This stuff is caused by parasites, y'all. The other ones, they will weld themselves together with acids and cause other problems. But today we're just going to speak on the herpes, right? Now, it's 4 metals that actually is in correlation to this parasite that actually weakens your lymphatical immunological mucosa defense system. And when it weakens this system, this is how all of these parasites invade your bloodstream, and then they poop and they leave back their defecation inside your bloodstream, and then this virus actually starts binding to your DNA by way of they protein capsids. All right, the first one is nickel. Okay, now nickel was found in 1751, right? Well, by the new people. It was discovered way before that by the ancient Mayan texts and by the Hebrew Israelites. And this is what we find in their blood work, y'all. First thing you're going to see is nickel. All right, let's read this. This is from the WebMD. And then we're going to get into what nickel does, because it has to be a dermatitis disease that come from it. Check this out.
What everyday things have nickel in them? Jewelry, belt buckles, zippers, bra, hooks. This metal is the most common cause of contact dermatitis.
Of what?
Contact dermatitis.
Oh, don't we read something called herpes dermatitis?
Yeah.
Oh, we. All right, so check this out. This why when we're healing people of herpes, we recommend that they do not wear what?
Jewelry.
Don't wear jewelries. Take off your belts. If your bras are not 100% cotton, don't wear them. See that? Because what happens is the nickel leaches in your skin as an absorption mechanism. Once you absorb this nickel and it goes to the bloodstream, it literally weakens the lymphatical defense system, or what they call immunological system. And this is how this Fasciolus buski worm penetrate the blood capillaries and able to get through the mucosa membrane. And then it literally poop inside of your blood, and then boom. Now the RNA from the viruses and bacillus attacks itself and attaches itself to your DNA. Now you have herpes, or now you have HIV and all these other things. The only difference from herpes and HIV is Fasciolus buski actually invades the thymus gland. When it invades the nervous system, it's herpes. When it invades the thymus gland, it is literally called HIV. When it invades the bone marrow and the lymphatic system, they call it cancer. We can keep going, so on and so forth. When it invades the red blood capillaries and it eats up all the non-iron nutrients and eats the oxygen molecules, they call it sickle cell anemia. When it invades the liver, you see that? They call it malaria. I can keep going. When it invades the fingernail toes and it eats on the fungus, they call it toe fungus. When it invades the vagina cavity and it lives inside of there, they call it candida or yeast infection. We are look, the whole time we are dealing with a parasite, though. The whole entire time. These are fact. I can prove this. I'm proving it. Guess what you got nickel in? Your spoons. That's why it says never to eat your soup with a steel spoon, because it's over 7% nickel in those spoons. And whenever you put a hot steel spoon in there, the nickel leaches out of the spoon into your food. Then you drink nickel. Your belt buckles, your zippers. Yes, most of your jewelry got nickel in it. Your bra straps. 99% of the bra straps got nickels in it. And if you look inside the interior of the bras, it's always a little strip full of metal. Make sure y'all opening up y'all bras and pulling that strip out, because that's also full of nickel too. And why are they purposely putting that there? What are they doing? They purposely putting that shit there for a reason. For depopulation control. Come on. Metal. I remember it's 4 metals that's associated with this. When anybody have these 4.
All right. So a few moments, I'm sharing this right here. 2 points. Yeah, so I personally know, so actually the person who was watching this video has wooden spoons and wooden bowls. Now, me myself, at that point in the journey, I was in the copper. I had learned about copper. So I had my copper mules and my copper water bottle, which I've shared on my broadcast. And the wooden thing, I'm like, why are you being so technical? Just get a damn spoon. Now I know why. And, I watched the video in its entirety, which is how I found out, because that person picked up the knowledge. They was just living their life. The full description's in the video. You watch the full video yourself, because you see me, I'm skipping around to points that appear to be personal to me. There are other points in this video that may be personal to you that I skipped over, or that I picked up the knowledge and I'm already working on it, like wearing no panties. Like that person just wearing, like using wooden spoons. And I'm up there talking like, oh, quit being pissed. Just get the daggone get another spoon. So, you know, and the whole thing about the using a metal spoon to eat a hot item, I just could see drinking the metal now, you know, so I have to give me some wooden spoons and some wooden bowls and wooden plates. Just crazy. And then the whole pulling the bras. Now, back in the day, and I didn't make this point earlier. So back in the day, my breasts were large R. And sometimes, and it got to the point to where I couldn't do stuff like in high school, run the 1 mile around the track to get my A in PE. I just settled for a B. I'm not running around the damn track, and my breast is my damn space and hurt in my back and bothering me. When I went to the military, I discussed with them why I don't have no problem joining y'all. I just got this issue. It ain't an issue no more, but issue. And they gave me ACE bandages and they, you know, wrapped me with it. So then I was able to join in with PT with everybody else. And I was comfortable. How they showed me how to strap down. So today I'm here again in the hot seat. I'm the one. I come up here and tell you my issues. We need to discuss them. You having breasts, they too big, sister? Your brother, you know, a sister that knows she talking to you about they too big, they hurting her back. She thinking about getting breast reduction like I was. Just talk to her maybe about some ACE bandages. She can wrap them up. You know what I mean? Take them panties y'all throwing away and just wrap yourself, wrap your breasts with them, strap them down, and do what you got to do in your day. But I didn't have to. I didn't want to get surgery. I'm like, surgery. I didn't have to get surgery. I had a natural breast reduction. One child at a time. My breast cup went down. My breast size went down. Starting with child number 1 right here. I appreciate her existence is so much to me. By way of me though, but it prevented me from going into a surgery, getting a breast reduction. For me, having a child at the time, roll back. At the time of the pregnancy, they actually got bigger. And that's when I was like thinking of breast reduction. But after I had, her avatar came out of my avatar. Oh yeah, them mugs went down a little bit. I was like, oh, okay, this works. I love my baby, this works. But some women don't have that option. And I know some that have had the breast reduction. And with all that the piece that I would get came from, this is on something else. I'm sharing old comments as I go. So if y'all don't want to hear me, you can read a comment. So as a piece of relief, I would pull out the strap in the bra. And, the same way, I don't know about y'all, but back when those masks came out that is in fashion right now, and I've seen a video or two and heard people talk about removing that metal wire that's right here on the top of the mask, the same way people removing metal wires out the mask, because I don't subscribe to the mask. That's how I was pulling wires out my bra when I buy them. If it was a bra and I found something that fit my cup, because I had to go to Victoria's Secret and get fitted properly. I had to go get fitted properly because my breast kept reducing at the rate of I couldn't keep up what it was. And then being in the workforce, I can't have, how they got this that breast spillage in your, you know what I mean, your bra ain't quite, you got this spillage. You know what I mean? No, nigga, I had to go to Victoria. I went and pulled them damn strips out there, them metal that I ain't been on metals in a long time, them wire bras. But it was my size. And that was before Yahki. I was pulling wires out my bra and before the knowledge and everything else. So I encourage us all, if you're going to wear a bra, to pull the metal out, to pull the strip out. Yahki's video was a little over 2 nights. Grand evening to you, Quantier, as well. I'm glad you came. I'm glad you were here. Gratitude. Worms in wood. I'm having a thinking moment. I'm gonna let Yahki's video finish playing. I got a little bit more to share. I'm gonna work. Okay, in the wood too. Like wood's natural. Now I'm gonna have this moment right here on the screen. Wood is natural. You know what I mean? Actually, see, this is what I'm talking about. Let's talk about it. Shay Pink 40. I'm glad you spoke on this. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have to run it back and see what y'all. I just got like discombobulated right now. Wood, yeah. Ain't a thing called woodworms. I don't know, wormwood, which he gonna mention later. I got some wormwood. I already had bought it though, based on something else. I drink wormwood tea, but yeah, it's like okay, shaping 40, okay.
Or metals inside of their bodies. And the fluke worm, everybody got the worm. Everybody. I got rid of mine. I just pooped the worm out. What was that, 2 months ago? I just pooped the worm out 2 months ago. I'm constantly cleansing. We constantly do I mean, I literally just pooped the worm out 2 months ago. So you gonna get the worms. Everybody got parasites. But if you have a weak lymphatic system, that's when you catch disease, y'all. That's when you catch viruses. So the fluke worm ain't that the fluke worm is not that harmful to the body as long as it don't pass the blood capillaries and the blood-brain barrier of the mucosa membrane. The moment it passes the mucosa and goes into the body, you done. If it stay into the outer tube of the body, from your esophagus all the way to your anus, you cool. But the moment it goes into the blood, you're done. Let's keep reading. And their immunological system, and they have chromate, or where you get the word chrome from. Come on. Now check out what this is in. Chromate is actually a food preservative. So anybody that have food preservatives to preserve their food, like cereals, like breads and things like that, you've been eating potassium chromate. This also weakens the lymphatical defense system and allows that fluke worm inside of you to give you all types of diseases. Come on.
Okay. It says used as a food preservative, potassium chromate, which is employed in tanning leather and dyeing textiles.
So hold on. So it's in tanning leather. Is in what?
Dyeing textiles. Dyeing
textiles mean anything that have colors on it. It's called azo dye. Azo dye. Look up azo dye. It's what's in turns your shirt colors. What makes your furniture colors. It's what is used to dye the colors of your seats and your leather seats in your car.
Absorbed by the lung
and what?
And the gastrointestinal tract.
There you go. Guess what your gastrointestinal tract is? Your duodenum. This is where this worm actually literally sucks onto your intestinal tract here. Then goes through your blood-brain barrier. Well, guess where most of your lymphatic defense system, or where what makes up 85% of your immunological system, is in your gut. So that's what it breaks down first. That's why if you're trying to heal from herpes, HIV, cancer, AIDS, sickle cell anemia, the first thing we have to clean is what, Kawhi?
Your gut.
Yeah, we have to cleanse the gut. Now, everything that we go to and everything that we get into, what I've noticed is in all of our, and so look at this picture, y'all. So everybody want to be bling blinging with the fake jewelry. This is where you get Cuba zirconia from. It comes from this metal. Y'all see that? There go the word right there. Zirconium dioxide. that is killing us, family, and it's weakening our lymphatic system, and it's allowing this parasite in to literally shit inside of our blood and our body, and this is how we're getting this disease or this so-called virus. All right, let's keep it going. All right, what to say right here? All right, here go another one. Now this shows you, this is the last one, and we're gonna talk about it. Benziconium, because that's another one that's and this is nothing but chloride, family. Benziconium chloride. And this is what you find in your water. This is what you find in the swimming pools. This is what you find in all the industrial machineries that they cleanse out cups, glasses, and everything else with. This is what you find in the clothes sewing machineries, all of that. You're going to find benziconium. You see that? So this is how we're getting this actual parasitic. Now, everybody get the parasitic. What's wrong is the everyday chemicals that we're putting in our body because we're not being holistic. It's weakening our lymphatical system, and we're allowing Fasciolopsis buski to actually get inside our blood barrier mucosa system. That's actually where the herpes virus come from, y'all. Not only that, the AIDS
that we really need to. Now, up until the last few years, we've been able to depend on our stomach acid to kill this parasite. But now with the addition of isopropyl alcohol, which Dr. Clark has proven can accumulate.
Now, isopropyl alcohol is actually comes from wooden alcohol too. They use this isopropyl alcohol to cleanse out machines in the laboratories, to cleanse out machines in the industrial systems. And what happens is this isopropyl alcohol literally weakens. Not only does it weakens and dissolve your mucosa membrane lymphatic system, but it weakens the hydrochloric acid from your stomach. So now your acid is not able to burn up this bacterium nor this parasite. This parasite literally latches on to the duodenum of your small intestinal tract. And then the moment that the system get weak enough, it allows itself in by way of the blood capillaries. Then boom, you have your herpes. Boom, you have your HIV. Boom, you have all these different manifestations of viruses and diseases. These are the actual chemicals with all of these four metals and elements that are weakening your lymphatical defense system, or what you will call the immunological system. You see that? That smelly Glad trash can with the smelling stuff on it, stop getting that. The moment you touch that, guess what you rubbing inside of you? Aluminum, chloride, bleach, fluorine. This stuff is getting into your body and weakening your immune system. You see that? The filters that they use from your vacuums, stop using that. Guess what's in that stuff? Chloride. This is where you find your nickel, your chrome, your titanium, your zirconia, your aluminum, your benzochronium. We can keep going. All of your isodides. Yes, dial, white marble, your crest, your gojo, your baby wipes. And y'all wiping y'all babies with this stuff, weakening their immune system, weakening their lymphatic system, and wonder why they got eczema, wondering why they got chicken pox, wondering why they coming up with all these herpes simplexes. I checked all of these. All of these have this stuff in it, y'all. That's why I have these pictures. All of these have this stuff in it. Your toothbrushes. Yes, your shaving cream, your razors, your lady speed stick. All of the stuff that you think make you smell good. Yes, all of it. But guess what? We make natural oils. We make natural toothpaste. We make natural mouthwashes. We make natural deodorant sticks. We have bamboo toothbrushes. So don't y'all ain't gotta cry, y'all. We can replace that with holistic stuff, because you're gonna need that. We provide all this stuff at the Healing House. All right, let's keep it going. Now, remember I was telling y'all that once the Fasciolopsis buski poops inside of you, that she found that this Phystotolis byproduct that it poops out, it turns into a bacterium that literally starts its own germination and has its own DNA, right? Now, what this Fasciolopsis boyski does is its DNA turns into this, but the only way it can stay alive is by eating. But first, before we find out what it eats, let's find out this actual bacterium that has its own DNA and how it turns into herpes. Let's read it real quick.
Okay.
Let me blow it up for you.
Yes, indeed.
We did the research.
Oh.
All right, here it go again, y'all. Hold on, it gets look, this even give you the cycle of this stuff. Pathogenic shows you, y'all. Toxic vaccines. This show you how they do it in vaccine. They straight pulling this stuff from cows and from sheep and from pigs and from goats and putting this stuff into chickens and putting it into you. You have to take out if you're trying to heal from HIV and herpes, you have to take out your metal fillings, family. Now we have a lot of cases where they don't take them out and they still heal, but we have a lot of cases where it starts to leak off into the blood barrier and get into the nerves, and then it feeds the parasitic because it's weakening the lymphatic system. So you have to take them aluminum metal fillings out of your teeth, y'all. And that is half of your heart diseases too. The metal fillings are very bad. I got a whole video we doing about that as well. So it comes out and it breaks out. Y'all see that? Hold on. Now, this is actually where this parasite lives at. It loves to live in the central nervous system, and it loves to live in the ganglia. It lives through the ganglia. I mean, it loves the ganglia, but you feed it through aflatoxins, or what you call moldy food. So make sure that you're not leaving your food out, because a certain bacteria comes from it. All that eating leftovers, no more eating leftovers, y'all. Because what happens with these leftovers, if it's left out for a long period of time, it starts to ferment. This is what feeds the parasite, and it also weakens the immunological lymphatical defense system. This will allow the parasite inside your blood capillaries, to literally leave its DNA with you. Then you have herpes, HIV, and all this other stuff. But it only lives throughout the ganglia of the nerve system. That's why in every nerve system have an ending in your epidermis. That's why you always see a mucosa skin reaction or response to this disease. And that's why you feel itching or you feel a burning sensation before you actually have outbreaks, because it's inside of the nervous system. Well, the nervous system is where all of your neurotransmitters are conveyed through to actually correspond through the whole body. All right. So that's why you see Parkinson's disease coming from this herpes. You see Alzheimer's disease coming from herpes. You see dementia coming from herpes. You see multiple sclerosis coming from herpes. All of these are long herpes, not long. When you go a long time without healing or treating the herpes, you get these type of diseases from it. Because this is what's feeding the from your mucous membrane, and I mean it loves to eat aflatoxins, and these are germinated foods that rotten, foods that putrefy, food that turns into pus, which will be most of your carbohydrated grains in your meats, your white rice and stuff like that. Let's read it. So hold on. So once it's processed, you see that? So when the contaminated food is processed, not only is you getting all the mold from this food, but then they want to preserve the mold. So they put all this nickel and all this titanium and all this aluminum and all this benzoconium on this already toxic molded germinated food, y'all. So y'all think y'all eating shit that's fresh off the produce, and it's not. Got all types of pesticides and stuff on it to keep it fresh. Or look, what we found out, they will trick us and they will freeze the shit, y'all. They unfreeze it and put it on the thing, and we wonder why it be wet. That's because they will freeze it with the germs on it, then unfreeze it and sell it to you. Especially these meats, y'all. It's all in that meat and in them dairy products. We have to stay away from meat protein and dairy products, yeast, fungus, and processed sugars. This is what's causing the weakness of the immunological system, and it feeds the parasites. And this is what's giving you all of your diseases and viruses. It gets deeper, y'all. Then it shows y'all how this stuff works. Here go to aflatoxin. Notice what they call it: food poisoning, human consumptions. Notice what you see. You see corn. You see your nuts, or what you call your highly active proteins. You see your meat, your cows, and your dairy milk. You see chicken and eggs, and then you see your fattening butters. These things are aflatoxins. That's why you can't eat none of this with herpes. Don't we take you off all of that when we heal you from herpes?
You're on a very strict diet. That's the main part outside of the herbs for your healing.
And notice what these things cause. They cause fungal infections, yeast infections, and all of that. Now remember, you have to stop the food intake. No meat, period. You hear me? No seeds, period. And only a few amount of grains. Now, a quinoa grain, that is very full of lysine. This will help you heal your wounds quicker, and the parasite hate the amino acid L-lysine, but it loves L-arginine because it helps us grow things. It helps bring out the outbreaks. You see that? So we suggest you go fully alkaline. Not only fully alkaline, if you're not at the Yahki detoxification home, then we suggest you go all fruits. Now, if you're with me, you're with Kawhi, Anaya, you're in the building with us, and we're helping you heal. Of course, we're gonna be cooking some good foods for you that you can actually eat that won't get in the way. But people that don't truly know how to cook and eat these things, go on an all fruit diet and make sure you're preparing and washing your fruits. Right? How to properly wash your fruits is you soak them in cold water for at least 20 minutes, and every 5 minutes you soaking them, cleanse them. After that, rinse them for 2 minutes in hot water. Then you can eat them. If any fruits you have got wax on them, don't buy them. If they don't fall straight from up off the tree and get plucked straight from the roots and then go to the store, you don't want them. So always get fully organic with no preservatives and no wax on them, because these things have these metals that I've been talking about. You see that? You see what I'm saying? Now, after you stop the eating and you start killing the parasite and you're sweeping and cleansing the guts, this is what we get into what I have named herbal amino acid therapy. Messing with things that are chemically processed. All right, make sure if you wear something, it's 100% cotton. Make sure if you brush your teeth, you're brushing it with homemade teeth solutions. You're brushing it with your own toothpaste. We create our own toothpaste. Make sure if you're using deodorants, you're using homemade deodorants from natural products, fully organic. We make our own natural deodorant. You see that? Everything you use absorbs in your skin. Your skin is not only the biggest eliminating organ of your body, but it's the biggest absorption organ of your body as well. Y'all see that? All right, so now I am allowing the floor for questions that have to do with herpes, nothing else. Would detoxing a child with eczema be the same? Yes, it'll be the exact same, Zoe Davis, but it'll be according to their weight. That's why if you look on our instruction manual, it actually shows you how to do it by weight.
All right, everyone. Now, again, I appreciate Yahki. I appreciate his work, and definitely, I don't know all he knows. I don't do all he does. What I do know is from evidence of his video, watch the full video. We use a broadcast. This broadcast life for me, as I've expressed before, it's nerve-wracking sometimes. I sweat sometimes. Sometimes. I appreciate Yahki for going through what it took to put that information out there. It is a reference definitely for my children and myself. There are points and parts in there that I actually forgot about because I'm applying other parts to maintain my health, other things in life. I also, even in review for this video, did not hear it that time. There's some things I'm hearing this time, and I'm like, oh, I didn't do, I do need to do that. But right, you know what? Pace yourself. Pace yourself. Do things as and when you see best. I'm not pushing the topic here, but I definitely would like for us all to be in the no panties zone all the time. Stop wearing panties. Peace and love, Shari Berry. Charbay from her YouTube channel. And Charbay, we're not wearing panties. We're not wearing panties. I'm wanting to think you just got here, run a video back, you'll hear me tell them if I see these, they wear them thongs that's on the door. You got a thong on and I see it above your pants line, your bottoms line, I'm going to snap it. So I'm going to snap it. That's a PSA. Joy Allen is snapping thongs. Don't let me see them, ladies. Sisters, I'm going to snap your thong. You need to come out the panties. I promote and advertise the no panties zone. I also promote health, wellness to us all. Grand night, Quantea is speaking. And in that regards, I'm about to say grand night to you all as well. I didn't really plan on being here this long. I had thought that if it was going to be this long, I would do a part 2. But there was this flow. I just felt the flow. So I flowed. I appreciate everyone that shared out the video and is supporting my move to YouTube and Twitter only these days because I refuse to be in their fake Facebook jail. I ain't about to sit and talk. They ain't about to restrict my post. They can have that. They can have a little fake platform. I don't need it. And plus, as I was discussing with somebody yesterday, most of the people that I really interact with on Facebook, I talk to them on my phone or I see them in person. Like the event I went to with Quantea and Quantiera yesterday, Twin Healer. Contact them. Their information was here. They are on Facebook, Twin Healer, and Instagram. Check them out. They have an event in Detroit. They will be there. Their event is tomorrow as well. Check them out. Support them. I got these right here. They both gone right now, I think, but they have to tell you what these are. I don't even remember what they told me. I got these from them yesterday. Everything I got on right now came from one of my sisters out there. Twin Healer, Ashanette Hines. Where Ashanette? Ashanette Hines right here. And Shay Yu right here. This all Shay Yu right here. Then I had this matriarch in my life. She gave me this set right here. It's a whole necklace and other earrings. I'm just all this love and adornment, these tributes. I appreciate the matriarchs. I appreciate the goddesses. I appreciate my sisters. I appreciate us all, the empresses. I appreciate us all. I need you to appreciate me and hear me say, stop wearing the panties. Again, welcome everyone to Karmic Dynasty. Where's that? I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you all joining me in this effort and my bravery to come up here on a t-shirt and no panties zone moment. I enjoyed it. It wasn't scary. It wasn't scary at all. It was just the unknown. And I apparently walked into it. It was a great time here with you all. I look forward to bringing some of the topics that came up during this broadcast. We're going to talk about it. And of course, in the discussion as it continues, more will continue to happen. And the t-shirt and no panties zone, I'm liking this. I'll be back with more. Again, I'm on my hiatus. I'm having moments in life. So I don't professional, personal, all that stuff. Social media, that's a whole nother sector. Is there a name for that? Social media life, personal life, professional life, public life. I have things going down, up, all the way up, all the way up. Okay. So I appreciate you being here. I will update everyone as I did before today's broadcast to give you a heads up on when I plan to broadcast again. I appreciate all of the support. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the endearment. I just y'all. I'm kept. I am well kept and well taken care of. It's an honor. It's so beautiful. It's an honor. Gratitude from Joy Allen. Enjoy your evening and your life and your health and your wealth, which is you. You are wealthy. You are greatness. Peace.